Take 10. Do it again.
Take 10.
Take 10. That's 7, babe. So,
There's liquor in my drink.
no, there isn't. This is our rated G channel. It is apple juice. Grown up apple juice.
Yep.
Yeah. Okay. Anyways, welcome to Ekon Talk. It has been a long awaited thing I've always wanted to do. I finally have Isaiah on board in front of the camera. Okay. So let's get right into it. Jay finally got his ring 3. Woo! It was a journey. It was a journey. We shared, both the successes and failures. So we want to say the big shout out to those who've been riding with us, repping with us. So we appreciate you guys. Those who have shared their support publicly, privately, we appreciate you all. So
very,
what's
very much so.
Yeah, yeah.
Really, really appreciate it.
Yeah, yeah. So what's next, babe? Jay got his ring 3. Who's next on the field?
Probably on.
Anna. Okay. So we have Anna M. Fleischen. She's 1.5 years old now. She's 1.5 years old,
Yeah.
and she is a joy. I think she's gonna be a joy for everybody to watch. She has great work ethic. She wants to work. Her obedience. She's like really peppy. Um, what else you were saying about her bite work? What you guys describe it as? What is it? Belgian style?
She has a very Belgian-ish style biting. Very, very good bite mechanics.
Yeah.
Very good bite mechanics. Natural bite mechanics, not something I created.
Yeah, she just started doing that from 8 weeks. So when we got her home, I have a video clip of her doing the little stuff when she was at 8 weeks when we brought her home from Chris, and she just naturally has it.
Yeah,
So
I love her work ethic. She will work until she's exhausted. So
yeah,
I really like her. Really, really, really love her work ethic.
yeah, she comes in here. She's like, "What else next?" She'll hop on the carpet mill and start running by herself. Like, let's do something else. And I'm like, yeah, she's gonna be a different dog to get on the field with.
Yeah, of course she's not Jay, so that's something I always have to remember. I kind of got caught up in looking for him again as I was in the process of retiring him. So it's not him, and that's a good and bad thing for me, because although I had my downsides to working that, I'm not going to call them what I really want to. I had a lot of really good times with that dog.
He was a you. Like I always say, like his personality, and that's why sometimes you guys will bump heads because he's a you. Like the stuff he would do, I'm like, when Isaiah would get upset, I'm like, well, that sounds like something you would do. Like, what you getting mad about? So, I think that's what you're gonna miss, and that's why you guys bump heads. But that was a awesome journey. Now you're gonna get on the field with a female.
Yeah, it's definitely different. I tell you that.
Yeah.
It's different. She's very handler oriented.
Yeah.
Very lots of really natural, nice drives. Good environmentals. Very good environmentals.
Yeah, because they've had a good time going up to Nick and Michelle's place. The past
VDK.
VDK we used to
Bond the
wait.
King. Check them out.
Yes, we shared it both on our page and on Isaiah's page, and I know they've had a good time doing environmentals, and this their first time, doing those things. So we're testing them, especially Isaiah's testing them, like to see are there great breeding prospects, like testing nerves, what they're able to do or whatnot, and we've been very pleased with the outcome. Especially they've never done that before, seen those kind of scenarios in the performance that when Isaiah comes home and shows me the videos, I'm like, whoa, go ahead, so we're really proud of that, and we're excited that we have those kind of caliber dogs in our home. So yeah, so Anna's next on the field, and I think people's going to enjoy seeing her, especially obedience. She's very peppy. Yeah. And how about Venta?
Venta is a different story.
Venta is a different story. She's the one we have our pup JoJo from She was bred to Jay. It was a singleton litter. So we have one pup, JoJo. She's interesting. She has character. She has tenacity. I like her. She's spicy. Um, Isaiah is very critical of our dogs, and some things, you know, if he sees one thing, like he's like, I don't like that. Like he's ready to like, you got, but he kind of forgets the other 10 good things that they do. So he's learning about that as well. What you have to say about that, Ben?
Yeah, it's a learning process for everything. Um, you know, I have my faults in it as well, and one of my faults is sometimes I'm a little bit um, too unfair in terms of what I want to see. Uh, Not unfair in terms of uh, impossibility, but just in terms of that particular stage that dog is in, or a puppy or whatever. Um, uh, so that's something I'm learning is to be pretty blunt about it, back off, and,
Take a chill pill.
yeah,
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
But my intentions um, are good.
Yeah, you have that set caliber. You want the best, and you have like your standards is high, and I'm proud that you have that for our breeding program and what you have in your vision. Um, just a learning process of like not every dog gonna be perfect, but we do expect, yeah. So if a dog come out of our house with a stamped Ekon kennels, yeah, it better be good. That's our goal, okay? Yeah, you're not gonna see nothing like camouflage. If if they're not doing good, they're not leaving the house.
And probably will be sometimes where they will leave the house and they are good, and I assume they're not good, and somebody else happens up on a really nice dog.
Yeah, yeah. So evaluation too. Somebody might get a good dog, but anyways, those are the plans we have for Econ Kennels. So Venta, we said the comparison. We didn't say Venta. Venta is she is
Different.
she's different. Venta, okay, Jacker. She's our wild. Well, you said this our wild child. That's Venta. She's the wild of the bunch. Like she's the one. If I'm in a bar fight, which I've never been in one, but she'll be the one I want riding with me. Venta would be the one who'd be like, "Let's go, let's do this." Yeah.
Yeah, she really likes to bite.
Yeah, Venta likes to bite.
She's wild. I mean, she's wild in terms of. I mean, they don't have a lot of training on them.
Mm-mm.
I haven't been behind
Because
the
we're
scenes.
focusing on Jay.
Yeah, I haven't been behind the scenes training them every single day or nothing like that. So
Mm-hmm.
a lot of that comes with, not doing something with them every day too.
Yeah.
Or pressing them towards a specific goal, but they have enough training on them that I do know. She would definitely and probably enjoy more of that type of idea of, bar fightish type of stuff than to be under a lot of control.
Like law enforcement, like those scenarios with Nick and Michelle Place with.
Yeah, and it's like I know, but I still want to see it, right? I've seen some, but I want to see more out of her as well. She's a really nice dog, but I like to find the faults. I don't like to ignore them, and I just try to figure out whether I want to waste my time or not. But I'm not insinuating that they have those faults. I just like to find them.
Yeah, he's always testing. Like, I think everything is a test, and that's something.
Well, not everything, but
not everything, but a lot of it. I say it'll be tested though. But you've come a long way.
Sure.
In your mindset and the journey and things, as a breeder and learning the balance of breeder and trainer.
Which I still struggle with that as well.
Yeah, yeah.
At least for my personal dogs. Someone else's dogs, I'm very capable of shutting it off. It's just hard with my personal dogs or our personal dogs because constantly evaluating responses to stimuli or whatever. Um, it's hard for me to shut that part of my brain off. So it's just one of those things.
So
But she is a different dog. She's
yeah,
lazier. She will she will work. I mean, don't get me wrong.
yeah,
She'll work. She's just not as enthusiastic about things that are not necessarily biting. Like
yeah.
her thing is biting.
She loves to bite.
Um, but she will work with you. It's just you know, it's just different. She's
Like she'd want to skip obedience and go to the bite work. That's her.
which Jay is the same.
Yeah,
way.
Jay's the same way as well. So that's her. And Anna is like she wants to do every part of it, and she's like looking happy and like let's do this. Yeah. So
But
that's a.
to be fair with Jay,
Oh, we're going back to Jay. Mm-hmm.
yeah, because we mentioned that he would skip over bite work. I
You
I am a
mentioned
lot.
that.
I'm a lot more. I put it this way. I'm a lot more patient in bite work than I am in obedience. Um, Especially with a dog like him. So in some ways, to be fair to him, I wouldn't want to do obedience with me either. So
Okay.
if that makes sense
Oh,
to
you're being
anybody,
honest.
oh,
All right.
for sure. Why
Okay.
not?
We're
Yeah.
being honest
I'm not
here.
going to trash him anymore.
No.
I've trashed him enough, and been wrong for doing it. So I'd rather be honest about it. If I had to do obedience with me sometimes, I'd probably tell me to kick rocks too.
Kick rocks. Yeah. So. You've done taken up there and done environmental at VDK. They've had a good time every time I say come back with them. The first time doing the scenario and I saw the video, I was like, what? So we were really happy with the results, being that it was their first time doing that. And
Which Venta will be next. We don't have a video of her. I wasn't able to take her with me last time.
yeah, because we didn't have space for her, but
she will be the next one when we do another video.
Environmental scenario. But we were happy with Anna and Jay.
And the little one.
And JoJo too.
Did pretty
Yeah.
good environmentally.
Our 4-month-old. So when they come back, they look like they went to like Disneyland. Like they're pep in their step. They're like, yeah, I just did something. So we appreciate Nick and Michelle. We're so happy they moved down here. So they're great contribution to the ring sport in Georgia. So yeah. Next we have coming up is Breeders Talk. We're excited about that, and we have already one person in line, which we're excited about. And we're excited because, it's something we've been sitting on for a while. Like, we even created a Facebook page like 3-4 years ago. So finally, we have Breeders Talk with Ekon. So what you think about that, babe?
It'd be fun. Hopefully the goal with that is information, good solid information from people that have been around the block a few times.
Yeah,
To
experience.
To help those become better. It's all about helping people become better. I think the breed will become better when everybody else is better informed.
Mm-hmm. And it's not only going to be about mouths. We're going to have to try, we're reach out to people and connect even, not only the breeding mouths. So we're excited about that.
Labradors, golden retrievers, cocker spaniels, hounds. If somebody is interested in that, we'll find qualified people that, most people in that community would feel have something to say. If they are willing, great. If not, then we'll find somebody else or whatever. But the most important thing, like I said, is just helping people understand what direction they should go in, or understanding the direction they're going in and why they should go that way.
Yeah,
if it is. So
we're excited about that. So what's next as far as, I know you're saying like you're hoping to share some tips and stuff that things you've encountered along your journey that you found with Jay, tips or stuff.
Yeah, I'm thinking about making a couple videos, not very many. Just a couple of how I taught a behavior and how it translates to, and we're speaking specifically French ring. We're not talking about anything besides that, because that's what I've delved in in the past few years. So
Mm-hmm.
just, something that you may like, oh, I never thought you can use this tool in that way, or I never thought that this would translate this way, or something like that, right? So I'm thinking of making a couple videos, and just, just to be helpful.
Yeah.
Use them, great. If not, it's all good. It's no big deal. Just trying to help out if somebody would be
Put
willing.
some information out there that, you know, it may be helpful for somebody who may not have had that idea, and they can help them facilitate their training, make it easier or better, in um, especially some things sometimes when you don't have a decoy
Yeah,
near you.
And it will help you with your decoy.
Yeah.
It makes it easier. It's not even really that our decoy is just more or less it'll help your decoy that they don't have to start from scratch. Helping the dog to learn. So by the time they get there, they understand what this word means, so that you can move on to the second step, kind of deal. So it's not necessarily to make you your own personal decoy. It's just to make you your decoy's job better trainer. And make your decoy's job easier in terms of
when you meet up with them.
Yeah, so you can go into more detailed training sessions because the dog already understands the basics of something. If that make any sense. I don't know.
Yeah, it makes sense. Well, we want to say thank you for joining us. This was first video, so it was kind of rough, I'm sure. Hopefully we're able to, work through the cobwebs and, eventually get even more comfortable in front of the camera. And our next video, share more helpful tips. Just want to share what's next for Ekon Kennels. Just want to say thank you guys for riding with us, for repping with us, and we appreciate you guys.
Appreciate you very much.
Appreciate you.